Hey everyone, today I'm going to be recording my first Matt Furey inspired pressing workout. The main difference being that I'm using gymnastics rings, which ended up being a pretty major difference. I think there were two important factors affecting this workout going in. The first is that this is after doing the pretty high volume leg workout I did yesterday. At the time it felt very easy, but the next day when my legs were completely shot and I just had a lot of fatigue in general. I also think I was running into a situation here where my strength was just not up to par. My actual elbows and the smaller stabilizer muscles feel fine, which was a pleasant surprise. And the core strength was good as well. The dilemma I encountered was I lacked the brute strength to actually do a very high volume of the pressing movements. I think it's likely because of that I'm not going to be able to maintain as much muscle mass, at least compared to my legs, which ironically my legs were what I was most concerned about, but after feeling the soreness today, I don't think they're going to change very much. This was a pleasant surprise that I was able to get a straddle L-sit. I've never actually tried one before, but again, that elbow conditioning from doing high rep work has really helped that. But you can see here I'm struggling just with basic dips. I mean, I'm only doing a few, and it's more than enough to gas me out. I also think that my exercise selection was less than optimal. As you can see here, by the time I get to the monkey walks and these bridge work, which I should have put first, I don't actually lack the mobility, I think, for a lot of these movements. I just was so fatigued I couldn't even get into the positions, especially these back bridges. Honestly, this is kind of painful to watch. I'm grimacing a little bit. But I think it's important to show where I start just to see what my progress is like over the month. I also thought it was interesting that I think my pressing is running into a different problem than my pulling. In my pulling, I think I have a general strength that's high enough to do more high rep work, but I can just tell that my elbows and forearms are not like specifically adapted to the rings. Whereas with this, I feel that I have a lot of those connective tissue adaptations already in the bag, but I just don't have the brute strength. So either way, I'm forced to cut the volume pretty significantly compared to the leg work. I also was biking. I thought that getting more blood to my legs would help with the soreness, which it sometimes does, but in this case, it just left me feeling very flat and depleted. Overall, it ended up being a very different experience from the previous leg workout. I think there's a distinct possibility that I end up getting very different results depending on the workout and end up with very different adaptations. But I'm curious to see what happens. Maybe there will be a big breakthrough. Once again, my expectations were defied, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I still think the workout is pretty solid and I'm going to get a lot of results out of it. So stay tuned and see how this all turns out.